Go outside. Good girl. Go get it. Good morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. We're not sure if we're going to be getting back on the road. It's such a nice place to stay. Last night was a peaceful night's rest. We're camping here at Pleasant Valley, Owens River Campground. River's flowing nicely today. Look at the view of the mountain right there through the hills. Still snow covered, just a bit. It can get a bit breezy here at this campground. Right, moo-moo? But you're enjoying it. Does it feel nice? Laying in the grass, in the sun? Oh, speaking of wind, there it goes right there. Wow. Good morning, Calaga. Checkout here is at 10 a.m. and it is 9 now, so we have an hour to decide whether we're going to stay or not. There isn't a camp post here, but I believe there's maintenance that comes through where the, oh, that wind. We checked our sites online and they are available for today. As I stated in the previous video, only some of these sites are walk-in available or drive-up available, and the rest you have to actually reserve online. But it's best to just go online and check just to see if it's available, because it'll let you know all the sites that are. Jeff's site is a permanent walk-in site and mine is a reserve site, so I did have to check and see. And no one has reserved it for today, so it automatically becomes a walk-in site. What you think, lazy butt, huh? Wanna go for a walkie? When we were reading online and looking for prices, it said the sites were $17, but when we went to pay, it was only 14 bucks. There are no hookups, but it's a beautiful site, right by the river. In my last video, we explored a little bit of the camping area, and this road continues on and just does a little loop at the end and has a pit toilet. But we're gonna take the dogs for a walk. There's a land bridge on this end of the campground and it goes over the river, and there's more camping on the other side. But if you want to get to it with your vehicle, you have to go down the road, and there's another road that comes in. This spot is where I originally parked, but unfortunately there's a camp spot right there, so it kind of blocks it from the river. That's why I decided to move down there. Oh, it is warming up quick, and the wind has definitely died off.
It's 58 right now, so it's the sun making it hot. It's supposed to get up to 60 something.
This is spot number 1 here, and this is the day use area, at least one of them. And they don't charge for day use here. Here is the land bridge. Go ahead, Mimo, up. Good girl. Well, this is kind of rustic, but cool. Wonder how old this thing is. Kind of looks like some kind of railroad bridge. And there is another shot of the river. It's beautiful, isn't it? And here's the other side. As you can see, it does get wider as it goes on. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a lovely day today. Let's carry on. Look, they patched the bridge with no parking signs. Okay, Laga. Lower Owens River. And it's part of the Pleasant Valley Dam downstream to Footbridge at the lower end of Pleasant Valley. What is this one? Catch and release only section from the footbridge. And this is the other side of the river. You come in a little further down. So this is the third pit toilet we've seen. And I believe this is another day use area. Yesterday I saw a few people fishing here. So it seems like these sites right here are mainly tenting sites. I don't think you could squeeze an RV in here.
That's what they all are in the middle section.
Oh, really? Looks like one of the officials here. And there's the pit toilet. These sites right here look like you can fit RVs. And obviously there's one right there. But I believe they're also tent sites. Jeff said he walked down there and there were more tents. It's laid out a bit weird. This river does split and there's a peninsula in the middle with more camp spots. It's seems like these sites are a little bit bigger. They're definitely deeper, but the problem is that it's so overgrown you don't really have access to the river. Look at the mountains. Aren't they beautiful? So they go from there, they wrap around the back side of this mountain here. You can see them peeking out right there. And actually they go all the way around. From here you can actually see the center peninsula, and there's people camping over there. And there's a pit toilet over there, so that's number 4. Look at some of these huge boulders just perched on the hillside. That would suck if they decide to come rolling down. And look at all the ones at the top of the ridge. And that's probably why they didn't put any campsites here at the bottom of the hill. Here's a U-shaped road with more camp spots. I think there's 2 here.
Yeah, each one of these have 2.
The camping spaces, for the most part, seem fairly large, and they give you enough room. They have a public safety notice here. It just says, enter at your own risk, because there's high water flows and runoff. They're expected in this area. Increased water flows will result in high water levels and strong currents. I guess they don't want you to camp too close to the river. And there's evidence of that by my camp spot, because some of the bank has washed away. I wonder if these boulders came from the hillside. Look at these. Those look like they could come down at any time. Kind of reminds me of Kingman with all the big boulders.
Yeah, very climate, very similar to Kingman.
Yeah. Obviously the water comes from the mountains and then it flows down, and then under the road here, those are some big culverts. And it goes into the campground where we came from. This is the other side of the river. So Jeff says at those trees over there, that's where the river splits. This goes where we were just at. And the other one goes by the hillside and then comes around to where we're camping. Here's the center peninsula camping area. Looks kind of empty.
Yeah, hardly anybody's. They're down the other end, closer to the water.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there were people camping further down. This is where the other river comes through here and then under the road. You can kind of see it through there. That's a sharp bend that the river has to do. Anyways, it comes out on this side, and it looks like they had to add in rock there because it was washing away that bank over there. Because it's such a sharp bend, it goes this way towards the campground, and it seems to be a strong, steady flow. All right, we made it back to our camping area. This is the end of the road I was talking about. It's a kind of little roundabout. We're camped over here. Seems like they need to add more rocks like they did here, or else they're gonna lose their road eventually. It's already pretty narrow coming through here. But luckily you don't have to come through here. You can take the main road. There's another entrance that we came in. Jeff was just reading online that this area is supposed to be the best fishing here in the state of California. The ranger stopped by to make sure everybody has their passes. Very nice guy. Was he just double checking that we had the passes?
And he filled out a thing to go on the post.
Okay. Oh, there goes the wind. He filled out the post tag. This was the original campground we were going to stay at, but I just thought the road was a little bit on the rough side, so we're still gonna go check it out. Pleasant Valley Pit Campground. Wonder why they call it Pit. No water available. What you think, Kellogg, huh? What you think? It's a rough road, isn't it? Ooh. Are you looking for something? I feel like you're looking for something. I don't know if you can tell, but this is pretty steep and bumpy. Great view of the mountains, though. It's only $5 a night to camp at this spot, but you have to contend with this road. The road is wide. I'm not sure why they call it pleasant, because it definitely isn't. We're way down there You definitely have to climb up a bit. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't bring my RV down this road. So after you climb the hill, it's right here. And this campground definitely looks busier. Probably because it's cheaper. I mean, $5 a night, you can't beat that. And oh my God, look. It has an absolutely amazing view of the mountains. Huh. Camping is $5 a night, but if you have the Golden Access, Golden Age Passport, it's half price, so only $2.50. You select a campsite, return within 30 minutes, and pay fee here. Same thing at ours, except this one isn't automated. This one is Dropbox. But yeah, I guess if you take it slow, there are plenty of rigs up here. Way busier than our camp spot. And windier too, because it is up on the ridge. Bureau of Land Management. Yes, this is part of BLM. Welcome to Pleasant Valley Pit Campground. Here's some of the campground information. Oh, it is open year-round. And there's approximately 75 camps here. Fire picnic table, lantern holders, and blah, blah, blah. Quiet hours are from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. And just like BLM, it's 14 days per campground for a 28-day period per calendar year. Oh, it is showing where you can pay online or use the Dropbox. You got to be careful because the hantavirus is around here and rodents do carry it. There's nothing really out on this side. Very nice if you can make it up here. It looks like it's doable because there are several different kind of rigs up here. I guess that wasn't too awful bad.
Well, it's if you're going to be here for a week or more.
Right.
Considerable difference in price.
Yeah, that's true because down there it's over 3 times the amount. Well, no, we thought it was 17, but it's 14, so it's about three times the amount. Oh, I didn't notice down here, but you get some wind block, and there are a lot of spots.
All these are first come, first served.
So it was saying 75 campsites here.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
The other one had 60.
Oh, it did have 60 at the other one? I guess they're just more spread out. So we're just gonna drive around, take a look.
No trees.
No, there are no trees and no river. That's probably another reason why it's more expensive there. It's because you're right by the river. This definitely reminds me a lot of Arizona. Just the dry vegetation. We've got 2 pit toilets. I wonder what those were back there. They look like pay stations, like digital ones, but they might not have been. And 3 dumpsters. I think since this seems to be busier, they probably keep more dumpsters and stuff here. It's just like ours, dry camping, which does not include water or electric or sewage. Yeah, not bad. Oh wow, this is pretty steep right here. I wouldn't bring my RV up this way. Ugh. There must be another, oh, there is another way up. Because I see RVs up here and I wouldn't take my RV that route. I think this is the edge of the campground. Yeah, I don't think this entrance coming up is as steep. It's more of a gradual. It starts at the beginning of the campground. They have a lot of nice sites though.
They're more established sites as opposed to ours is a lot of them just grassy lawn. It's easier. It's easier.
Yeah.
Although it's probably windier up on here.
What you think about the whole situation, Kellogg? Moo-moo don't care. She's just chillaxing in the back. So Jeff says that some of them they've turned into pull-throughs. Well, they're more like loops.
Yeah, it's kind of like this, but then they have an exit.
I do like these camp spots, though. Okay, we're coming back around to the beginning. There's the sign. So if you don't turn to the right when you first come in and take a left, that's the easy way up on the ridge. Definitely don't want to take that steep way, unless you're in a 4x4 vehicle. All right, that's it. That wasn't too awful bad. If you take the road slow, very slow, then it's doable to get up here. We're headed back down. Look at the view. In the valley out there, that's where the river runs. It goes out that way towards the mountains in the back. Cows. Oh, that cow's on the wrong side. I saw some on the other side of the road. How did he get over there? You see the cows, Calaga? Huh? Mill Pond Campground and Recreation Area. Those mountains are so beautiful. So we're here at the Mill Pond Recreation Area. There's an RV park around here as well. At the recreation area, there's swimming, camping, softball, horseshoes, tennis, and archery. This is it right here. So it definitely seems like an activity park, and there was a sign back there saying no dogs allowed. Moo-moo, that's unfortunate. Here's the Mill Pond Campground. Gonna pull in here and take a look around. Just gonna drive through since they don't want any dogs here. Could have something to do with it being an equestrian area with horses. Well, these spots are nice. Trees. And there is, I think, is there water?
Yeah, I think there's hookups.
And hookups. And these sites are more expensive, obviously, because they have the hookups. And it's, what, $45 a night?
Yeah, I don't know what they are this year.
Okay.
10 years ago, they were 40.
Oh, okay. That's nice. They're keeping everything watered. I like the shady hangout area with all the trees and grass. It's not so necessary right now, but during the summertime, I'm sure it's hotter here. Oh, look at, there's even a stream. Oh, that's just lovely. This is the other side here. Must be off season. Doesn't look too busy.
This is the side without hookups.
Oh, this is the side without hookups? Yep. I wonder how much it is for these sites. I'm sure you can go online and look it up.
There's like 4 Browns campgrounds.
Oh.
Around, each one has, this is Mounds Mill Pond Campground, and there's different ones.
I think that's it. Looks like they have a place here to the right where you can put your horses. And storage for RVs. That looks like that would be a camp host or a permanent spot. Yeah, they have the sprinklers here at the sites, but nothing else.
Horses?
Looking for some horse seats? Huh, Calaga? You thought something interesting was happening, Moo-moo? She was sitting up. Yeah, nice stream. Well, that's it for this campground. Let's go see what else we can find. It's very sandy through here. So here's an overview of the park. They do have a nice-sized pond in the middle there. Too bad they don't have a place for dogs. City of Los Angeles, private property. Jeff was telling me that Los Angeles bought a lot of property out here so that they could divert some of the water into Los Angeles. Gas is $4.47, $4.67. This is the casino. We'll need gas when we leave town tomorrow. And I believe that's the cheapest place in town. So Jeff was just saying that he read the casino charges $10 a night. Oh, barky doggy. To stay in their parking lot. That's kind of weird. I'd rather stay at the campground if I'm going to pay. Bishop RV Park entrance, and this is for the fairgrounds. Tri-County Fair. Tri-County Fairgrounds. This is the office where you check in. So is this storage or is this parking? RV?
Well,
it looks like...
They never used to have any of this.
Huh. Looks like they have a big storage lot there.
End of the fence.
This is the campground, Jeff is saying. We drove to the end of it just to check it out. And it seems pretty busy. It's a bit confusing though. It kind of looked like it was storage, but we see hookups and vehicles parked there. So it's definitely camping. See how tight they are here? Yeah, this is all camping right through here. They have it on both sides. This reminds me of when we were in San Diego, that one RV park. They were so tightly packed in. They actually have a lot of camping here. Here's another camping area. It says no tent camping though. And I think I do see hookups. I'd rather be on the grass than on the pavement, packed in tight. RV and mobile homes. Oh, here's the Schatz Bakery that Jeff was talking about. Oh, that looks cute. Oh wow, gas in town seems cheaper. It's $4.29 at that Sinclair. Seems like they have some historic looking buildings. Not all of them are new. Rusty's Saloon. That's world famous too, since 1947. We're here at another Brownstown campground. This is actually Jeff's favorite campground here at Bishop. That's cute. Oh, look at it. They have the old buildings like the general store and the hotel. Nice. These are hookups, it looks like.
Yeah. I think the center is no hookups.
Doesn't look too awful busy. Oh yeah, off season.
Water might be shut off. I don't know.
Yeah, the sprinklers are going, so the water's definitely on. Oh, it looks like there's more campers in the back, so maybe they place them in the back first. One way, do not enter. You have to go that way. Yeah, that looks like a tight turn there anyways for an RV. There's a golf course over on that side. These are the no electric sites, but there is water though, right? I saw a water spigot back there. Here's the other side there. Jeff usually gets a spot over on this side by the golf course. Yeah, not bad. I see the electric and water here. No sewage though. I didn't know we were gonna check out so many sites here in Bishop, but it's good to know your options. Come around to the other side. These are nice and shaded. They look a bit bigger. It's weird how they have the post there. You have to kind of back up into the site. And I believe that is it. Yep, we're back to this little intersection. And here is the dump station. The fee required is $20 for non-guest, and if you're a guest, it's not free, it's $5. I've seen other campgrounds doing that, not a lot, but a few, and I think that it should be included in the price of camping. I guess, you know, that's just my opinion. I'm sure not everybody will agree with that. Oh, they even have a museum there. That's probably what all those buildings are for. Here's the golf course that's right next door. So if you play golf, if you keep on driving out of town, there is a propane place. It's called Eastern Sierra Propane. Let's see how much their propane is.
Hi.
Hi, how much is your propane?
Out there, Spencer, $4.40 a gallon.
Oh wait, it's $4.40 a gallon. The last place I should have got at, but we didn't go. It was, what was it? Like $3.29 or something like that. That's usually why I carry around 3 tanks with me, so I'm not in dire need of propane. I am on my last tank, but I can wait. We've come to the city park where dogs are allowed to have some lunch and take the dogs for a little stroll. There are a lot of RVs here. This is a good place to park because it's really hard to park in town. Although there was one other place I saw up the road that said RV parking. It is day use only, no overnight camping. Welcome to Bishop City Park. Well, darn it. Come on, Bishop. No dogs. They have a nice lake here. Oh my goodness, look at all the seagulls. There's more seagulls than ducks. And a nice little stream that runs through. Okay, well, I guess we'll sit in the car and enjoy our lunch. We just stopped by a fast food joint to grab some hamburgers. Then we were going to take the dogs for a walk. That's unfortunate. Look, Kellogg. Jack in the Box smash burger. Get out my burger. Just got rid of the trash. Jeff's watching the dogs. I wanted to walk down and check out this pond real quick. Oh, I see where the ducks are. They're enjoying the stream. Dick Knowles Fountain. That's pretty. Yeah, look it. It's a freaking seagull party. Oh no, the ducks are being run out of the pond. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Someone's feeding them. That's probably why they're here. There's people feeding them. This is really beautiful. You're a little far from the ocean, seagulls. They seem to be enjoying themselves, though. They definitely like this pond. I wish my pond back at home would fill up. Well, maybe someday. If not, in the next couple of years, then I'll probably end up lining it. It's definitely not this big. But I'd love to have a gazebo by it or over the water. Take a rest with me, my fellow wanderer. Looks like that's what the ducks are doing. The last thing I wanted to check out before we head on. This is a massive tree stump. Bigger than any other tree in this park. Must have been an old one that they had to cut down. Oh, that wind is picking up. They do have a dog park here, we just noticed, but it's definitely not as pretty as the park. At least it's somewhere for the dogs to hang out. Look, Kellogg. It's a doggy park.
No dogs to chase, though.
No, it's pretty empty. This is a humongous park. We were coming out of the back corner, and I noticed that there's the Shady Rest trailer park, which it looks like they allow RVs, because that's all that's on this side over here. Well, we're back at camp, and I think we're gonna enjoy the rest of this beautiful day here. The wind is a bit gusty, but it feels nice because it's a warmer day. Right, Kellogg? Right. Look, you can't get down to the river. Isn't that a shame? I'm really enjoying this camp spot. What about you, Moo-moo? Are you enjoying it? Huh? Does that breeze feel nice? Well, I want to thank y'all for hanging out with me. I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. If you enjoyed the video and got a lot of good information from it, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And if you want to check out more videos, they'll be right over here. You can subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're on a mobile device or a computer, you can check out Patreon. See you next time. Bye for now. Mwah.